The Han Feizi is an ancient Chinese text attributed to foundational political philosopher Master Han Fei. It comprises a selection of essays in the legalist tradition on theories of state power, synthesizing the methodologies of his predecessors. Its 55 chapters are the only such text to survive intact, most of which date to the Warring States period mid-3rd century BC. Though differing considerably in style, their coherency lends itself to the possibility that they were written by Han Fei himself. It is generally considered more philosophically engaging than the Book of Lord Shang. It is also valuable for its abundance of anecdotes about pre-Qin China. Praxis. Han's worldview describes an interest-driven human nature together with the political methodologies to work with it in the interest of the state and sovereign, namely, engaging in wu-wei, systematically using Fa to maintain leadership and manage human resources. Rather than rely too much on worthies, who might not be trustworthy, Han binds the programs to systematic reward and penalty, fishing the subjects of the state by feeding them with interests. That being done, the ruler minimizes his own input. Like Shang Yang and other Fa-focused realists, he admonishes the ruler not to abandon Fa for any other means, considering it a more practical means for the administration of both a large territory and personnel near at hand. Han's philosophy proceeds from the regicide of his era. Golden rights. Most of what appears in the Han Feizi deals with the ruler's relations with his ministers, were regarded as the party most likely, in practice, to cause him harm. Han Fei quotes the springs and autumns of Tao. Less than half of all rulers die of illness. If the ruler of men is unaware of this, disorders will be manifold and unrestrained. Thus it is said, if those who benefit from a lord's death are many, the ruler will be in peril. Comparisons. Apart from the Confucianist Zunzi, who was his and Li Si's teacher, the other influence for his political rhetoric was Taoism and Lao Tzu's Daoist work, the Tao Te Ching, which he interpreted as a political text, and on which he wrote a commentary. For this reason, the Han Feizi is sometimes included as part of the Hu Wang Lao tradition, seeing the Tao as a natural law that everyone and everything was forced to follow. Parallel to this, he believed that an ideal ruler made laws, like an inevitable force of nature, that the people could not resist. The notes of the W.K. Liao translation describe the worldview of Han Fei as purely Taoistic, advocating a doctrine of inaction, nonetheless followed by an insistence on the active application of the two handles to government, this being the difference between Han Fei's ideas and the teachings of the orthodox Taoists. Quote, they also compare Han Fei's thought to Shang Yang's, weakening the people, the former directing his main attention to the issues between ruler and minister, teaching the ruler how to maintain supremacy and why to weaken the minister. Translations. Liao, W.K. The Complete Works of Han Fei, London, Arthur Probstein. The Complete Works of Han Fei, Volume 2, London, Arthur Probstein. Watson, Burton. Han Fei, Basic Writings. New York, Columbia University Press.